everyone. I welcome you to my YouTube channel. You know me, I'm still Tempo FX. I remain your host, your tutor, your guy, your sister. I'm just kidding, guys. All right, so without wasting much of our time, I really want to talk about something very different, something unique today. And then, okay, before that, in case you are just watching this video for the very first time, or if this is the first time you come across our YouTube channel, try to subscribe, comment, like. And in case you don't know, we have a Telegram channel. Just click the link in my bio. You will definitely see our Telegram link there. So do well to help yourself by joining. Did you understand my point? And then if you check our trade results, you can clearly see that we are doing well in my community. You understand? At least for this month, we've done over 40 something hours. Last week we did 4 hours, which is really good. We took 2 losses and then 1 win. You understand? Last week we did 4 hours, right? 2 weeks ago we did over 11 hours, right? And then the upper one we did 25 hours. And all the signals are being dropped for free. We didn't charge anybody for any signal, nothing. So in case anybody messaging your DM, try to impersonate Tempo FX, know that I won't DM you to ask for your money. I hope you understand, guys. So without wasting much of our time, let's quickly dive into today's topic. I know you'll be wondering the way I'm talking, right? I'm really energetic this afternoon, bro. I'm really energetic. I'm very excited that the market is going to open very soon. So today, we'll be discussing on 2 things actually. The first one is I will actually do a top-down analysis on my favorite pair. You all know that, which is EURUSD. And then the second thing I want to talk about is how to target your, how can I put it? Spots for your TP target and your SL target. You understand my point? So that is the 2 major things we want to talk about in today's video. So all right, this is my EURUSD, guys, and you all can see that this is my 3 month time frame. And for you that are actually familiar with this channel, you know that I've already dropped something similar regarding EURUSD. I mean top analysis on EURUSD. If you remember, I told you guys that EURUSD is going to buy, but if you get to this particular level, you should be expecting some sort of rejection. I believe you all remember that because I said it in the video I dropped. Now, this is in case you don't know, this is forex.com. If you check FXCM, the chart is quite different. You will see the previous year's price action. Can you all see it? You see that we don't have all this on forex.com. Excuse me. So let's start from here. So this is my forex.com. I actually like what is it called? I like forex.com. I prefer forex.com to this what's it called? To FXCM. So now this is my monthly time frame. You all can see that we are very much bullish because market take out this particular liquidity level, and then what do you see? Market broke structure here. And then what happened again? Let me go to monthly instead of 3 months. What can you see? And then you can realize that market has already come down to this level to take out this liquidity level. And this market is what is ready to buy. I said it. Tempo FX said it. Based on this technical analysis. I hope you understand. But then the fact that we analyze that the price is going to go higher doesn't mean that we should neglect everything that is happening on lower time frame, daily 4 hour or other time frames. Did you understand my point? So now from here now, you all can see that this market is trending to the downside on my monthly time frame. I mean, in the bigger picture, you all can see that we are bullish, but looking at this particular structure, we all can see that this guy is trending to the downside, meaning that this guy is ready to is ready to sell. And as a matter of fact, we all can see that this market reacted from this particular breaker, right? And then we have a break of market structure here. We have a VR somewhere around there. The market has already taken out this liquidity level and then reacting from this particular sell POI. Did you understand my point? So market is currently reacting at this particular supply level, right? Don't forget, this is what to the downside, meaning this market can still come down before buying. It is very much possible. And at the same time, this market can just come to somewhere around there and then buy. Anything can happen. I'm not the controller of the market, nor my father is the controller of the market. I hope you understand my point. So now, this is the weekly, the monthly time frame. Let's go to my weekly. Let's see what the weekly is printing. Nothing really much on our weekly time frame. But what we can see on weekly time frame is that what this market is trending to the downside. And as a matter of fact, it's reacting from a very, very, please call me. It's reacting at this particular solid point. It's reacting at this particular solid point. Can you hear me, guys? So that's network issue. So like I was saying, now we all can see that the market is trending to the downside, right? On the weekly time frame. So let us check what is happening on our daily time frame. This is actually the top down analysis you guys are looking for. So on my daily time frame, what can you see, guys? You all can see that market has already taken out this particular liquidity level, right? And then market broke structure here. The market still came back to take this particular liquidity level, and the market eventually broke another structure at this particular level. Meaning that if this market wants to buy, it's supposed to buy from this guy, right? But that did not happen. Market has already violated this guy. So what is this telling you? This is already telling us something else, that this market is ready to go bearish. Now, looking at this picture, let us analyze the money transfer to the downside. What can you see? You can clearly see that this is A, B, and C, right? This point is protected, right? And then we have under A, B, and C. Meaning that this is what our B leg. In case you don't know what money transfer is, check my previous video. I've already made a video on it, right? So this level is actually a protected eye because it takes out this particular liquidity level and then broke structure to the downside. Understood? And from here, we have another A, B, and C here, meaning that we are expecting the market to react or to sell from this particular supply level, which is currently happening, like it is happening right now. Understood? Now, so this is telling us that this low is not safe. It is actually a liquidity level. Actually, I was even expecting a buy somewhere around here. In case you're in my channel, in my Telegram channel, you all should know that I'm expecting a buy here, right? But that did not happen. Analyzing to the downside, what can you see? Let's keep analyzing. Let us keep analyzing, guys. So let me go to my 4-hour time frame. Now, what can you see on this 4-hour time frame? You all can see that this is the last protected low, right? And then market eventually violated this particular point. Then we now have what? A, B, and C. So this level is what is our B leg. If you check my Telegram channel, I juice this thing out that this market is going to drop. Check it out for your verification. You understand my point? So now, what else? Market has already come to this particular level and it is selling, right? Now, let us analyze this guy to the upside. We have a high, a low, a high. Meaning that this market is supposed to come here to buy, if I'm not mistaken, right? This market is supposed to come here and then we should get a buy. But that did not happen. Market violated it aggressively. So this level is what? Is looking like what? Like a supply level for a sell. Did you understand it? Let's take a look at it on our daily time frame. We have a low, a high, a low, a high. So this guy is supposed to what? Is supposed to buy the market, but it got violated. Now, after the violation, what can you see? You can clearly see what? You can clearly see A, B, and then C. So definitely we are expecting the market to come to this guy and then sell. I hope you understand based on the higher time frame perspective of this particular price action. So therefore, and don't forget, you might actually be looking at this guy that this is a protected level, right? But then don't forget my explanation on complete and incomplete pullback. Let us measure from this guy to this guy. What can you say? This is an incomplete pullback. And as a matter of fact, this 50% is resting at this particular what? Supply level for sell. Did you understand my point? So this is an incomplete pullback. Don't just enter aggressively. You know, I always say something. Wait for your confirmation and for your confidence. So once you see your confirmation and your confidence, you are good to go on this particular setup. You understand my point? So that is actually all on my Euro USD. I've already given you my perspective, you know, my view, my time frame view on Euro USD. So in case I'll be dropping any sort of, don't worry, just join my Telegram channel. You will definitely be seeing anything I want to do on my Euro USD. I will definitely be dropping it there. So that is all about our top-down analysis. Now let us dive into your TP target and then your stop loss placements. I realized that a lot of people actually, whenever they take their trade, markets we move closer to their TP target and then market we just bury them to take them out. You understand my point? For instance, let's assume that we have something like this, right? And then you take a buy somewhere around here. Now, this is your TP target. You took a buy trade somewhere around here, your stop loss below here, then you are targeting this guy, right? Now, you realize that the market will just do something like this, come to somewhere around here, and then market will take you out. Probably after giving you like 1:4 or 1:5, and the market will still come back to take you out. Why is this happening? Have you ever asked yourself that? Why is this happening to me? Ask yourself, as you are watching this video, ask yourself, why is this happening to me? And there are times that you will have a very, very good setup, right? And then we want to take a buy trade somewhere around there. Probably you enter your trade somewhere around there, your stop loss around there, and then you will realize that the market will just come, take you out, and then boom, market will keep buying. So what is the reason for all these stuffs? Are you getting my point? So that is what we want to actually discuss today. What is the reason for it? Now, there is something we call fact TP and anticipation TP. You understand my point? So there is fact TP and anticipation TP. Fact TP is your immediate target, your immediate TP. Anticipation TP is where you think the market is supposed to get to before any reversal or before anything. You understand my point? Now, let me quickly give us a diagram. We have a low, a high, a low. Market do something like this, right? And then all of a sudden, we see that market do something like this, right? Now, don't forget, you can actually be anticipating that, okay, you know what, let's do something like this. Good. So now, you can see that in a bigger picture, this is our liquidity level here, right? And the market sold to this particular liquidity level, and the market has already taken out this particular liquidity level. Now, if you are buying from this guy, now you got your confirmation entry here, and you are trying to take a buy setup. You're trying to take a buy setup. If you are buying from this guy, you all know that I'm not a swing trader. I'm an intraday trader. I'm also a scalper. I don't waste time taking my trade or staying long on the chart. You all know that. Now, you all know that if you are taking a buy from here, market is supposed, as a matter of fact, market is expected to get to this particular level before any reversal. You all know that. So, you knowing this actually works for swing traders. If you are a swing trader, that is when you'll be trying to swing your trade to this particular level. And as a matter of fact, you might not even wait for your confirmation. You can just enter somewhere around there. You'll be targeting this guy. But as an intraday trader, where is your TP target and your stop loss target? Now, take a look at something. This level is protected. And then market blow structure here. We have A, B, and C. So this is another liquidity level. And market has already taken it out. Meaning that the money has been transferred from here. The money was here before. What's happening? Is this in recording? Let me use my Bible. So the money was at them. Okay. Okay, good. So the money was here before. Now the money was transferred from here to here. Meaning that nothing is expected to value this particular I. So anything that makes the market to value this guy, that is to tell you that what the market is ready to change its trend. You understand my point? Now, with what you are seeing in front of you, market violated this guy and then pull back. This is what our B leg. Now you have what? A, B, and C. Now, if I will be taking any buy from here, if I will be taking any buy entry somewhere around here, where will be my TP targets and where will be my stop loss targets? Now, you all should see that my stop loss target is going to be below this particular guy. That is where it's supposed to be. But I have a rule for myself. Always add 2 or 3 pips to your stop loss. Or maximum, my stop loss should be like 10 pips. You understand my point? So, your stop loss below here and then just add few pips. Or approximate it to what? To 10 pips. Then where will be your TP target? You can't see me target this high. My first TP target will be what? At this particular fact TP level. This is my fact TP. And then this is my what? Anticipation TP. This is what? Fact. My fact TP. And then this is what my anticipation TP. You understand my point? Because this is what my nearest liquidity level. Market needs to get here before market can come here. You understand my point? So I will take my first TP somewhere around here, right? Now you see that the market will just do something like this, boom. Maybe do something like this, boom. And then market will give me another B leg. Then I can easily take another entry from here again to target what? The anticipation TP. Once market reach this particular level, right? I can probably break even or take partial because this is my fact TP here. Or at the same time, I can just leave the market to come and do what? To come and take out this particular external liquidity target and then my anticipation TP. You understand my point? So that is how to do, that is how to take your trade and how to target your TP level. You understand my point? There are scenarios whereby market will do something like this. A, B, C. Then you take your buy from here. Now let us imagine that, let us assume that your TP target is somewhere around here. And then you see that market will just come to somewhere around here and the market will just come down here. Now imagine that you take your trade somewhere around here. You take your trade somewhere around here and then your TP target, you're actually targeting this particular high. How will you feel to see that market got closer to your TP target and then the market reversed? You first feel disorganized immediately. That is why I always preach that what you need to target the fact TP first before the anticipation TP. So once market got to this particular level, is either you break even or you take your partial. And I will advise that you take partial in a scenario like this. So once your partial has been taken, then leave the rest to run to your what? To your anticipation TP. Even if the market eventually reverses to take you out, you have already what? Made some dollars from the market. You understand my point? And don't forget, if market eventually reacts, I mean sell from this particular level, market can't just sell like this blindly. There will be a reason for this particular sell. That is why you need to know your structure, to know where the market is going to, where it's coming from, and where the market will eventually get to. You understand my point? Now, let me use myself as a quick example for you all. I actually took a trade on EURUSD last week. Let me show you guys. Now, I took a buy trade here. Right? Now, if I will be... Now, where is my anticipation target? My anticipation target is here. Check my Telegram channel. You will see this chart. I drew it. I dropped it. Now, I took my buy somewhere around here. You understand my point? My stop loss below here. And then I was targeting these points. This is my anticipation TP. But for my fact TP, where will be my first fact TP? This will be my first fact TP here. Because I can see what? A, B, and C here. So this will be my first fact TP, and then if market eventually escape this guy, then this will be my what? Second TP. Boom. You see what happened? When market got to this particular level, market violated this my buy. It came down and then took me out. Now imagine that I did not take partial or close or break even here. I would have actually be crying. You understand, my friends? I would actually be sad that after seeing over like 1:6 or 1:7 on this trade, market still took me out. So this doesn't make sense. You understand my point? Now, something happened to me on Friday. I didn't follow my rule actually. Let me show you guys. Now, I actually took a sell trade here. This was my first sell entry. Somewhere around here. Right? I took my sell here. Ask yourself, where should be my final TP? We all know that this will be our what? Our final TP. But then, you all know how I trade. I won't just target this guy. On my chart, I mark this guy out because I am expecting some sort of reaction here. And if I had followed my plan, I would have actually closed my trade at this particular level, 1:4, right? And I also got in another entry here. That was on Friday. Another entry here as a result of breaker. Stop loss somewhere around here. What will be my TP target here? Guys, this should be my TP target. This is my fact TP. Can you see this look? This is my fact TP. Because I know that what? I have what? A trading range here, which is what? A, B, and C. Meaning that market will still, or market can still come here for another sell entry. That is why you need to understand the price action. Now, I took my, I took another sell here, my stop loss here. Where will be my fact TP? My fact TP is where? It is here. And where's my anticipation TP? It is here. You understand? Now imagine that I close my trade somewhere around it. I've already made another what? Another 1:4. 1:4, 1:2. I mean, okay, 1:3. This is 1:4, 3, 1:4, 1:3, 1:4 again. You understand my point? So that is it. For this day, you've already made over like 1:12 and you're out of the market. Is it 1:12 or 1:11? And you are out of the market. You understand my point? Now imagine that I am targeting this point, which I did on that Friday. Though break even actually saved my ass. Now see what happened. Market came back and then took me out. Can you all see it? So that is all about setting your TP targets. Another thing happened somewhere around here. You all should know that I actually dropped a setup. Yes, I remember, yes. This setup, check my Telegram channel. You all can see this setup, right? Because I told you guys that market will eventually come back here for a buy. This is what I want to explain. I can't remember what I was trying to explain now. Okay, let me just explain this. Now, imagine you take your buy trade here, then your stop loss below here. What will be your fact TP? Your fact TP is at this particular external liquidity level. TP, boom. Where is your stop loss placement? This is the origination of this buy, meaning that this level is protected, right? So don't just put your stop loss maybe below this guy. You see what happened? You have to put it as what? As a saver side. Put it there and maybe add few pips to it. Let the market to run. That is how to do it. I hope you understand, guys. So that is all I have for you in today's. Okay, yeah. I remember what I was trying to explain. Before I end the section, you all can, if you check my Telegram, you all can remember that I took this buy somewhere around here, and then I exit my trade at this particular fact CP level, this external liquidity. So I bought from here and then I took my TP here. It gave me like 1:3. Now imagine that I am actually anticipating that the market should go higher. What can you see, guys? You see that the market actually came back, would have actually taken me out and then still continue the buy. I hope you understand. So that is the benefit of you knowing when to set your TP target and your stop loss target and when to exit the market. I hope you understand. So in short, I've already shown you my top-down analysis on EURUSD. I've shown you your stop loss, for sports, and also where to target for your take profit. I mean your TP and your what anticipation target. I hope you understand. So that is all for today's video. I will catch you in my next video. I love you all. So don't forget to subscribe, like, and also drop your comments in this particular comment section. I will catch you in my next video, guys. Okay.